Hi, and welcome to Manifesting with Ari Mac. I'm your host, Ari McIntyre, spiritual life coach and affirmation aromatherapy products and service maker. Thank you for joining me. Now, when I say manifesting with Ari Mac, I mean giving you some insights, some suggestions. Now, the reason I do this is because I use astrology, affirmations, and aromatherapy. Okay. I don't predict your future, I just help you manage it, plan it, and give you what you need so you can continue to grow. Now, in this particular episode, we're going to be talking about the benefits of the Aries Stellium that we have happening right now. Today is April 17th, 2026. This energy is a stellium is like a cluster of signs in one particular planet. Okay. And when you have that many signs in one particular planet, that means the emphasis is going to be on that planet's energy. And that happens to be in the sign of Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. Okay. The ram, the leader, they're ruled by Mars. They rule the face, head, ego, pride, but incredibly self starting. Okay. So I'm going to have suggestions for every single sign and give you a focus or disposition that I would suggest that you tune into because this energy is real. And just like we had Mercury retrogrades, and for those of you who are new, just hang in there, I'll try to explain. Um, Mercury retrograde has the planet Mercury moving away from the Earth's gravitational pull. So it is going to have an effect on us. With the stellium, it's like giving 5-degree power, 6-degree power to a particular sign in one time. And that's what's happening right now. And I think it's exciting because it's in Aries. And I personally think Aries, if anybody can get the shit clear and it'd be Aries. They're the fire starter. They're the cardinal of the fire sign. There's only 3 fire signs: Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And right now, Aries is sitting in a position where we got some intense fiery energy. I wrote notes just so I didn't forget anything because it's so much energy. And I'm talking to so many of my clients about it, who, by the way, you guys are all doing very well. I'm very proud of my clients. You guys are not letting this drive you nuts. If anything, you're catapulting yourself forward, which is what you should be doing. All right. So think of it as a mega dose of energy from one particular sign. And since this is going to be so intense in Aries, it's really important that you deal with whatever's going on in here or in here. To me, your health and your heart and your spirit are all one. That's why I'm a spiritual life coach, because you can get this together, you can deal with anything on the outside, anything. But you have to have this and this together. They have to be in agreement. And then I'll talk to you about how the manifestations work. Astrology helps because if you know your strengths and your weaknesses, you'll be able to understand why you do things the way that you do. Now, it also takes action. All right, that's another sign that this sign rules is physical action. And you should be initiating something to make yourself feel good. I'm really focusing on self because that's really what Aries is the best at. They are they can be some selfish creatures, but they are very good at getting things started and pushing their way through. But they can be like the ram that goes through and destroys everything, or like the little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. It just depends on where you catch them because they can also be very, very sweet and very loving and very devoted. Now, you got to watch what you're putting in your body. You have to watch what you put in your body. This is how many planets we have in Aries right now. We have the sun, okay, the actual month. Mercury just moved in there on the 14th. We got Mars and Venus both in Aries, okay? And Mars rules Aries, so that gives it an extra kick, okay? Neptune and Saturn are all in Aries. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if you count the moon, all in Aries. Technically, there's only 10 planets being ruled or in one particular sign. You do the math. That sign's going to have more energy. It's going to have more vitality. It's going to be like, and that's what we're doing. So today and the next couple of days, I personally think that this positioning is getting us ready for when Jupiter, in I think it's in June, July. I have the dates for you guys. It's going to be shifting into Leo, and it's going to be there for 1 full year. I personally dig it. I think it'd be a very lucrative time because Leo is about being in the spotlight and taking charge, children. really putting yourself out there. So to me, with Jupiter being the expansive planet, Sagittarius, I think it's going to be a great time for you, but you need to get prepared. So this is that energy that's pushing you forward. Okay. Now, guys, light your candles. And Candles by Ari. As you can see, I have one going in front of me. We have affirmations on the candles. It's affirmation aromatherapy candles. You need to understand when you smell something and you say something beautiful to yourself, it creates a chemical energy that starts attracting that. Just like when you say nasty, ugly things, they also seep in and they attract that as well. So you always want to have anything around to keep reinforcing that. That's why I create the candles. Okay, so check it out at candlesbyari.com. Every single one has an affirmation on there. That works. It's been proven to work. So light your candles and say your affirmation. That's the last suggestion I'm going to give you because you really just need to affirm, watch what you're putting in your body. It's really, really important. Make sure you're doing your cleansiness. Yeah, get rid of negativity in the form of clothes that make you feel frumpy or items that no longer serve you. Get rid of that shit. Just let it go. You don't need to be reminded of your past, especially if you want a better future. Okay, so focus on that and just stay clear with the mind and body. Don't have doo doo sitting in front of you. You know what I mean? In other words, go find the positive. Don't let yourself sit in the negative because when you're making something happen, there is a level of discipline that you have to maintain. It has nothing to do with the universe. You know, are your prayers of gratitude? Do you appreciate what you have, or do you sit there and whine about you want more? Hey, it's okay to voice your opinion, not a problem at all. But are you allowing yourself to fester in that energy and not pull yourself out? It's a good one. Now, starting with Aries, you got a lot of energy coming, so you can either finish what you started or you can start something new. But Aries, you got like the most of all the signs, the biggest boost of them all. And also, guys, anywhere you have Venus, anywhere you have Aries in your chart, you're going to get a boost, a big ass boost. Like I have Saturn in Aries, so it's in its natural position, and my Venus is naturally in Aries. So I'm feeling like discipline love. I'm going to be putting down the gospel for you guys, but y'all need to pay attention and you need to engage. Subscribe to this channel, recommend it to other people that you know are looking for positive feedings, because this is information from the soul. Okay, I don't predict the future, I help you plan it. Okay, and I got some treats for you, but we'll talk about it at the end. Taurus, okay, you got to flow with these changes. Okay, I know everything is not totally settled, but flow with it. Have some fun. Don't be so dogmatic, Taurus, because this fire energy is going to make you double down on, I don't want to do that. Let it go. Deal with what you can. And then when this energy is over, you'll be clear about what's next. Because your birthday cycle starts like this weekend. So just coast, okay, Taurus? All right, so then we got the Gemini. Now, your curiosity is going to be your either benefit or your demise. Seriously, because this Aries got you all up in everybody's business. You want to talk, talk, talk. You want to give people advice they're not asking. I mean, I'm looking at you. You are just busy, busy, busy. And if you don't have a life, please go get one. Okay, Gemini, because you tend to get way too involved in political stuff, especially at work or in close quarters. Stop it. Go exercise. Go do something fun. I know you're working overtime and things are curious, but don't fall into the trap. All right, now Cancer. Now your intensity energy, that energy that the universe is giving you, because Jupiter is in Cancer right now, and with all this Aries, and Aries is a cardinal sign. Cardinal means never stops. So are you, Cancer. There's only four cardinals. Okay, there is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Those are the only one, and they're very, very unique because they can't stop. They really can't. So they need to find a way to focus that. You, Cancer, need to double down on your household. All right, whatever financial stuff you can make from home, selling clothes from home, recycling from home, maybe even start the gardening thing in the back to help the community. Anything that you can do something from the home would be beneficial because you're planting a seed that's going to grow, literally. But you need to pay attention. All right, and Leo, take that leap of faith, Leo. I need you to believe in yourself. I need you to stop questioning how good you are. Okay? And if you don't question that, then I need you to spitfire yourself up because the spotlight's going to be on you soon. Think of think of hmm, think of this week like a dry run, Leo. All right, like you're basically getting an opportunity to see what it's like to have a lot of tension and opportunities. Okay. Now, guys, if you're liking what I'm saying, even if you see this on the rebroadcast, give me a thumbs up, leave some comments, and I got some free products for you as well. Okay. You can grab those. I got little goodies over there. I got affirmations, I got some Mercury charts, I got some reports for the whole astrology for the whole month of April. So I got a lot of little treats. I'll try to put them in the, I'll follow up and put them because I already did the bio today, but I'll follow up with the links in the descriptions in the box below because you're not alone. You're not, but you got to let people in, okay? That's where your participation starts. Virgo, man, aren't you on fire? Little Virgie, look, things pushing you out there and you don't even know why. You're like, how the hell I get here? Yeah, it's the details. The details. As long as you stay on top of your details and don't let yourself divert into too much nonsense, you are sitting in a prime seat, Virgo. Your detail oriented self with this Mercury being in Aries is making you sharp as a tack. People don't even want to mess with your accuracy, and that is a blessing. That is a blessing, Virgo. So use it. Um, and don't trip about small shit either. Okay. Some things don't work out at the beginning. Chill. Let it be. Give spirit a chance to work through you, Virgie. But just follow your niches because they're gonna lead you to the right spot. Okay. Libra. Now, diplomacy is your strongest suit, but your allies is where you're gonna have to do some work. You have to look to see if you're getting positive energy back from the partnerships that you currently have and see if the balance is whole, like it makes you feel secure, or are you unsure and a little rattled. Okay, try to figure out which one's which and give yourself permission to, to just be Libra. Be and see what's the best course of action before you so quickly pull out one way or the other. You have a lot of Aries opposing you, so your partnerships are going to bring out the best in you if you can see it. And that's going to be your challenge. Is the glass half full? Is the glass half empty? Hmm? Scorpio, you've been going through deep transformation pretty much this whole season. Since Pluto went into Aquarius, you got this deep, I want change, I want money, I want power, I want situations. And you're pretty much manifesting it, to be honest. If you really stop and think about it, maybe not on the huge scale, but everything you're asking for, Scorp, has been delivered. And that's not an accident. That's the universe blessing you. Okay, so take the note and stay on the path. But don't let yourself become so consumed that you forget the people around you. That's your warning. Okay. Now, going into Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is, man, you're lucky because right now, mentally, you are in a really good spot. Jupiter being in all this fire and Jupiter being in Cancer makes you very nurturing, very motherly, very nesty. Like, you just don't want no shit. You just want peace. And that's good. That's good because when Jupiter goes into Leo, you may wake up from that. Yeah, you may wake up and say, you know what I want? I want to. All right. Now remember, guys, give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up if this is resonating with you. Okay. Because this is coming from my heart. And this is like tidbits that I talk to, but go into more depth in my GAP program, the guided astrology program. And I'll leave the link below. All right. We're going to go into Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, please don't trip about all these shifts. Okay, Saturn in Aries has got you like a racehorse, but you got to pace yourself, Capricorn, because I can see you splitting the ticket so much because you think you can get everything done in a timely manner, of course, that you'll end up burning yourself out. Like literally, because you're stretched too thin. Even if the shift has happened that sucks, you have to keep your grace. I know it's easily said than done. And if that means, having to take a mental day, do so, Capricorn. Please do not let yourself write checks that your ass can't cash. All right. There's always a way, but I need you to work smarter, not harder. Is that possible? Let's think about it, Capricorn. Okay. Now, Aquarius is. Now, your creative energy is at an all time high, but don't be so curt with people and such smart ass. Yeah, because Pluto is in Aquarius. Aquarius has this attitude of, I'm not going to say gratitude, but a little snarky, a little bit, because you do know things and you are bright and nobody can dispute your integrity. But when you're dealing with different crowds of people that may not be as flexible as you, pick and choose your battles, Aquarius. That's all I can tell you is pick and choose, because you're going to attract more of the same if you antagonize them. All right, because they're going to be interested in, why did you say that to me? What do you mean by that? And that always breeds more bullshit. All right, so just don't be curt, okay, Aquarius? Pisces, now your dreams are coming true. Yeah, I mean, you've done a lot of work in this last 7 years, but you're going to have to stay on task. Baby boo, you can't be dinking around no more. Yeah, I would suggest you grab a candle. The candle's by Ari. The candle of the month is the red courage candle. And people consider that kind of a love candle because it takes courage to love. But I would suggest you get this for yourself. It's on sale for $24.99 this month, plus tax and shipping, where it's applicable. But Pisces, you need to not let yourself get caught up in other people's dramas. I'm going to say it again. Pisces, you cannot let yourself get caught up in everybody else's drama. Your world is manifesting. Everything that you've been seeking, asking for, be it love, money, career, whatever it is, it's literally in front of you. All you have to do now is do your day to day work. That's putting your time in, being of grace, and doing what you're supposed to do. Don't go off the deep end and start dinking around just because somebody comes around you that needs you. And I'm not saying your kids or immediate family. I'm saying where these people are drained and you go with them and you get drained. Stop doing that. You do that and you stay on task to completion of manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Where whatever it is, it's in your bank account, that you guys are married, that your career is working in the direction you want. Just manifestation. Because once you lock this in, Pisces, I really think it'll be smooth sailing for you. Because I realize you just kind of need to focus more than any other sign, because you just had all this Neptune stuff and all this expansion stuff, and Jupiter's still sitting in Cancer is giving you an extra kick. But come Jupiter in Leo, you're going to have to combust. You're going to have to get in there. You got to make it happen. Okay, Pisces? Now, I want you guys to save some dates. Now, I already told you about the candle of the month, the Candles by Ari. That's my company. We've been around for over 15, 20 years. Yep, on the net and live here in Los Angeles. Now, whew, this is a labor of love. Everything that comes out of Candles by Ari is QC by me or it don't go. You hear what I'm saying? So the affirmations on the candles came from clients over the years who was purchasing candles and would have me give them an affirmation. So I finally combined the affirmation with the candles, and it was the top affirmations that I saw repeatedly working. So there's a science behind what I've done. Now, with each candle, and I have one here, you get this beautiful affirmation that basically gives you that extra Now, this is the red courage candle. It's courage and determination, and it's got hints of rose and red currant in it. And let me take some. Woo! This is beautiful. This here, beautiful. Okay, grab yours. This is the 16 ounce that I'm talking about. This $24.99. Normally it's $34.99. That's a steal. That is an absolute steal for the energy that you're going to be getting. From this candle. Sorry, I even love my candles. I mean, mm, mm, mm. Red Courage candles sell this month. Candles by Ari. Now, we also have a fragrance and color seminar. It's like a little class, and it's coming up on the 25th of this month. Okay, now this is going to be on a Saturday. It's the 25th. It's going to be at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in going, let me know. I think it's like a $10 cover or something like that. So you can like Zelle it, or I don't know if we have it on the website yet, because it's something that's normally reserved for the GAP group. Because if you're a part of the GAP program, which is the membership program, the guided astrology program, you get access to these kind of classes for free. And I'm announcing this because I think it's important that you understand how fragrance and colors affect your zodiac sign. That's not 100% for everyone, because you all have free will and choice, and you can do what you want. But if you knew a particular fragrance works well with your zodiac sign, and it's just the energy that's potentially can help you get a little bit better, what would hurt? So definitely, if you can, try to come. It's on, like I said, a Saturday at 3 o'clock, which is going to be the 25th of this month, which is not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. Okay. And I'm pushing this out because we're going to be doing a lot more stuff with the GAP, the Guided Astrology Program. Now, you do realize it's normally $29.99, and I have an intro price for $9.99 just for you to start it for 30 days. You can cancel anytime. What you get is a weekly update on what's happening in astrology from me. It's like having a session, but specifically about your particular sun signs. Because anybody that joins the GAP, I put their birthdays into my system. So it's factored into the energy. Okay. And then you get some aromatherapy insight that I think would help you keep your life sane, keep you cool. Okay. And an affirmation. Okay. And the affirmations I put there, these affirmations have worked and worked and worked. And as a bonus, which is one of the, it's like awesome, I actually give you 3 days of the month coming up that benefit you. Okay. These 3 days will be the pinnacle of where if you have something you're planning or something you want to happen, use one of those 3 days because you'll be in your element. Even if things go south, you will not be injured, harmed, and come in unscathed. It's just a beautiful thing when you understand how astrology works. And that's included in the GAP program. Okay, so join the GAP for $9.99. Come to some of the classes because usually this is more internal for the members, but we're inviting you out there as well. So check that out. And then on Sunday, the 26th, also at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we'll be having the last mindful guided meditation of the season. Now, of the year. No, excuse me, of the month. I don't know what I'm talking about. Of the month. Now, the thing about this particular class is you don't speak. You go into a guided mindful meditation. The name says it all. I take you into inward space where you can connect with your higher being. Some people try to fall asleep. People that are conscious that want to get the information don't. But to each his own. This class is magnificent in the sense that you get a copy of this if you request. So it's $35. And if you want, you get a copy that you can use audio as much as you want. So think about that. Okay. Put this on your calendar. This is about energy begetting energy. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe here, like and follow. And like I said, if you know people that need positive vibrational information, send them my way. Send them my way because this is going to take all of us for manifestation to take place. But I do feel like it's a transformational energy we can handle, right? I'm not going to say it's going to be easy or interesting or fun all the time because nothing 100% is. But if you can see past your own limitations and stop thinking just linearly and just open up to the potentials the universe has available to us, man, oh man, the possibilities are endless. Because I'm telling you what we do. We think we have to do everything ourselves. Like people think making money requires you to just go to a job and punch a clock. No, baby. There's a lot of ways to make money, but you got to get outside of your limited thinking. Yeah. Yeah. There's all kinds of money to be made, but depends on how much work you want to do, how much effort you want to do, and your personal choices. Okay. And nothing's 100% guaranteed, but you put the effort in, you will receive blessings. The more you learn something, the stronger you become. Do you see where I'm going with this? So the more you do it, the more flex you have, the more you see results, the more flex you have, the more you do it. Then finally you got that momentum going where you're receiving the results on a regular basis. Okay. Like my personal goal is to be making money while I'm sleeping. Like literally just checks come to me, things are being given to me, just blessings on top of blessings. So, but you got to have that right mindset to be operating on that frequency. Same thing in love. To truly be with your mate, there has to be a part of you that's ready to deal with another person. That means you're really ready to own your own stuff and be vulnerable. Yeah, because relationships are not about screaming and yelling. It's about those small, intimate energies that govern you, that make you feel gushy on the inside. So that's what we manifest here. When I say manifesting with Ari Mac, I'm talking about manifesting. But you got to take those baby steps and you got to have the intent. Okay. So I have classes. And of course, you can do a one on one with me. I am available. You can book through my website for half an hour, full hours, and natal charts. And my prices are very reasonable for a natal chart. So the energy's there, the information's there, but you got to decide how you want to do it. Because I'm going to tell you something, negative energy will pull you all the way down to doo doo. I'm going to say it again. Negative energy will pull you all the way down into doo doo because that's where they are. Deep in their hearts, they don't believe. Deep in their hearts, they just don't want you to receive. And if that's okay with you, then, stick with it. But if you're truly trying to change, okay, you truly do not want yourself doing the same things over and over and over again and expecting a different results, because that is the definition of insanity. Okay, I'm not talking about scientists where they keep running and changing programs. See, the key word there is they keep running it but changing it to modify to see what would work. No, I'm talking about you're deliberately not taking in factors of age, timing, uh, economics, spiritualities, sociology, all those things that make us unique when you are engaging. See, that's free will choice. All right. So the energy's here now. And with this stellium, I'm just really, really encouraging you guys to do something fun, do something energetic. I just gave you suggestions for every single sign. Okay. And if you want more depth, you want to know how to use this energy to help better yourself, join the GAP program, the Guided Astrology program. Do the intro for $9.99 and see how you feel. And for new users, just listen to the information. If you have questions, email me. You can leave me a message, hit me up on the social media, and I will try to follow up with you. But the information is to self-soothe you, right? The information is to keep your head from going in all kinds of direction. That's what a good coach does. A good coach helps you stay grounded and see your shortcomings. See that maybe you do like to do that shit. Even though it's not good for you, you still enjoy it. That's okay. That's okay. It's just owning that. And that's the key to this whole thing. So this next 48 hours is going to be a ride. I think it's going to be a fun ride if you're into fun. If you know you're short tempered or you know you're going to be dealing with some intensities, try your best to prepare for whatever it is you got to do. Because it's, when it boils down to it, it's free will choice that's being given an extra boost. And god dang it, we need free will choice. People need to choose better for themselves. And you can do that, but you have to listen to what is your core saying to you. What is your core belief deep down inside, and how is it resonating with you? Mhm. This is where it starts. So, I'm spiritual coach Ari Mac. You can check me out at candlesbyari.com or spiritualcoacharimac.com. We have programs. The GAP program. I think I'm going to bring back the Manifestation Boot Camp in June, July in the summertime for like a 2-week window because that'll be fun. We also have one-on-one classes, color and fragrance classes, meditation classes. I mean, there's a lot. We do Date Prayer Circle, which is once a month that is free to everyone. See, this energy is available. So it's not that it's not around you. It's how you interpret, how you take in. And if you don't know how to do that, ask for help. Ask for insight. Compare with somebody you respect. You know what I mean? Don't live in chaos. It's a sad thing. It's not a good life. And it ages you. It ages you hardcore. And you don't need to do that. Universe has put more than enough in this universe for everyone. But you have to know how to extract, manage, and maintain your own uh, benefits and blessings. That can be in the form of money, family, jewelry, whatever it is that you deem valuable, okay? Then that energy is within you. All right. So your job is to take that energy and do something fabulous with it for you to kickstart your life in the direction you're asking for. All right. Now I am live here once a week, 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Thursdays. Okay, on Thursdays. Now, weekly, I do check in on my TikTok. I have 2 accounts, Candles by Ari and Spiritual Coach Ari Mac. I think it's Spiritual Coach Ari Mac. Yeah. I'm also on Instagram under Candles by Ari and a couple other my subgroups that are just more for fun and just put up whatever I want to put up. Bottom line, there's ways to connect and you can do those. Start off with free. I used to be on iHeart.com. I have over 300 episodes there. Check them out. I was still green and learning some things, but the material itself has never changed. This is about staying positive, giving yourself permission to move forward, and not letting the negativity bring you down. All right. Now, I'm live, like I said, once a week here, but check me out on all my socials. Give me a thumbs up on some of my videos. I'd appreciate it. And if you like what you're hearing, Join the GAP program. Go grab your free report right now. It's at candlesbyari.com on the front page for April. And I included affirmations, some aromatherapy, some interesting insights for each sign, all that good stuff. But you have to read it and you have to apply it. All right. And you know what? You can do it. But just remember, you are blessed. All right. And I will see you next week. Bye.